Hi, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. Welcome back to Family and Finance, where we provide you with free information to help your life in many, many ways. Today is a special day. I have a very, very, very special guest who is so dear to my heart, and you will understand why when I introduce her. This is Molly Joshua. Same last name, my daughter-in-law. Welcome, Molly. Thank you so much for being here on Family and Finance. I love you.
Yeah, love you too, Rose. Thank you so much for having me. Excited to be here.
Awesome. So I know I'm saying she's my daughter-in-law. Let me prove it. I'm gonna share my screen and show my favorite wedding picture of you guys. That's what I'm gonna show is that one. Everybody, here's Molly and Manny. Manny Joshua, Molly Joshua. Isn't she beautiful? She is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I should stop raving. I'm just a, mom who loves her daughter-in-law so much. How's that? Okay, thank you so much. Welcome once again, Molly. Thanks for being here on the program. Now, you're not just here because you're my daughter-in-law, but you're here because you're in your own capacity. In addition, you have a lot to teach us. So I'm gonna have you introduce what you do. I'm gonna shut up and listen because I have my notebook ready. As I have had my notebook ever since I met you, I've learned so much from you, and I don't want to keep you to myself. How's that? I want to share you with my viewers because I know my viewers would have a lot to learn from you as well. Thank you so much for
Thanks, Rose. That's so sweet of you.
yes.
Go
So
ahead.
over to you. Tell us about Molly Joshua. Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. So, well, I have a background in nutrition. That's what I went to school for. Went to school, studied nutrition for 4 years, became a registered dietitian, and then went back to school, did my master's in sports nutrition. So that was my specialty. And then, worked in the field for a few years and really enjoy that line of work. Really love nutrition. It's something I've always been passionate about. I went into that field because I always enjoy learning how what we eat impacts our body, which impacts our lives and how we interact with the people around us. And then, yeah, I also wanted to help people. So that's why I originally went into that field and really enjoyed my line of work there. And then a few years into my career, kind of made a little bit of a pivot because although I enjoyed that line of work, I realized I really valued my time. And so that's when I went from, trading my hours for dollars in the form of nutrition services, nutrition counseling, to then opening up a more holistic wellness lifestyle business with my husband, Melrose's son. And so, yeah, that's primarily what we do full time now. I still work about 10 hours a week in nutrition, but our main focus is on our holistic life wellness business where we move everyday products anywhere from clean vitamins, supplements, sports nutrition to clean home care supplies, clean makeup, just products that are very good for people, help people live a holistically well life and yeah, and provide value to the economy in that way. That's my background.
All right, that's a lot. I
Yeah,
was writing
very
that.
good.
Yeah, I know I have a lot of notes already from our previous conversations. But for my listeners, I know, and you speak fast too, so I know that listeners, if you think she went too fast, just rewind and listen again, and rewind and listen again. Um, but yeah, I know that, first of all, I want to say thank you for what you do because as a nutritionist and dietitian by training, you have impacted me. Okay. I saw what you did with my son because before you guys got married, he was big. He was a big basketball player, right? 6'6", and,
Yeah.
quite big. And I was beginning to worry about him, right? Because you know how somebody they can put on weight, 300 pounds. I'm like, oh God, help me. And I saw what you did within the first year. He had trimmed, not just losing weight, but he's healthy and his choices are like, wow, I just saw the changes. I'm like, good job, Molly.
Well, Mama Rose, I think part of the weight gain was because of me, because I just kept cooking when we first got married. And he kept eating, and then I was like, uh-oh, we gotta take this back down the other way. So then we started really focusing, like you
Yeah.
said, on nutrition and stuff. So I have to take some responsibility for the for the weight gain as well. But we declined.
The conversation we had, Molly, where you said, Manny eats a lot. And I'm
Yeah.
saying, I remember this very clearly. And you gave me that look like, and I'm going, well, he's a big boy. You should expect him to eat a lot.
Yeah. They
Bye-bye.
eat a lot.
And then, so you're like, even the mama is not really into this. We need to eat healthy. So you've
Yeah.
changed us. You've changed us quite a bit. And so thank you. Thank you so much for taking care of my baby boy and taking care of me. Like, when I tell people I'm 60 years old, they're like, no, that's not even possible. But that's because I'm learning a lot from you, what to eat, what not to eat. I want to live to 200 years.
You can do it.
I want to live a long life and I want to live healthy. So just learning from you has impacted me a lot. And this is honestly why I want to share with my viewers, because a lot of people look at me and like, how do you say you're 60 years old? Like, what are you doing? And so I give God all the glory, because God, of course, is the reason we're alive. But, like you say, what we eat is who we are. So thank you so much for teaching me and teaching my son. And so now ready to teach my audience. Thank you. Yeah. So tell us more, what you mean by holistic wellness. What is that? I'm sure there's a lot of, holistic is a big, big word for many dimensions.
Totally, totally. So, I mean, just our philosophy is kind of our philosophy of how we view life, and it's just how we approach business. Is there's, well, I learned in my line of work when I was working as a dietitian, I worked in different locations, but one of my jobs was I worked in a hospital. And as I was counseling patients there on their nutrition, I realized that I could impact someone in the area of nutrition, but that was a very small area of their life. Like very impactful, very important. Like you said, what you eat is what you become, but there's more to a human being than just like the nutrition. So holistically, so in our business, there's like the nutrition side of things, proper nutrition, supplementation, protein intake, all making sure all that stuff is good. But then in individuals as a whole, there's, we talk about uh, family and finance and health. And those are the three biggest areas that we find people have needs in. And if and the reason why that's a need is because if any one of those, family or you could say health, wealth, and relationships, that's what we kind
Mhm,
of say, health, wealth, and relationships. If there's anything missing, like if any one of those is kind of broken down, then we find that someone's quality of life is really impacted. If someone's
mhm,
struggling with their family, it's impacted. If someone's struggling, living paycheck to paycheck, that can impact someone's quality of life. And like you were talking about, like our goal as well is to live a long, healthy, we call it health span. Lifespan is how long you live, health span is how long you live healthfully, and that's what's really important in quality of life. And yeah, we just believe we were made to prosper and we were
mhm,
made to, live awesome lives while here on earth.
mhm. Wow, that's amazing. So on the now let's talk about your business. So you made the transition from nutrition, just one-on-one in the hospitals, to actually expanding into a business idea. So when you meet somebody who is your client on the business side, tell me the process. How do you help them?
Hmm.
So
That's
let's
a
say
good.
you met Mama Rose 6 years ago, right? And I was this big mama. And so you can assess, so, okay, this is what big mama needs. How do you then make that, like, tell me the process um, that counseling goes through?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I think, as we live our lives, we just come in contact with people, we have conversations with people, just being, friendly out and about, whether we're at the gym or grocery store or walking in the park, so you meet people every day. And I think everything just always begins with a conversation.
Mhm,
And that's where we begin everything, whether it is talking to somebody, you know, potentially about business or whatever it is. We just start with a conversation and yeah, just see if we can identify a gap because
mhm,
it doesn't make sense for me to try and help somebody like whatever area, whether it's, health, wealth, or relationships, health,
Mm,
finances, or relationships, it doesn't make sense for me to try and fill a need if someone doesn't recognize their need. So it begins with a conversation, identify a gap. Someone's telling me, oh man, I want to lose weight, or man, I really want to be healthy, or man, I want to live a really long health span. Like, okay, great. Like, let's sit down, let's have a conversation, let's get a little bit more into it and see where we can add value. Maybe we can add value in the area of, okay, Mama Rose, you want to, maintain your health, you're coming up on 60 years of age, protein
mm,
intake's probably going to be really important for you.
mm,
So like
mm,
making sure you're getting enough protein in those areas, or maybe you need some supplementation, maybe you need
mm,
a multivitamin, multi-mineral supplement, that type
mm,
of thing. And then yeah, through that conversation, I mean, if someone has a need of like, man, like I really want to learn about how to have healthy finances, man, I would love an additional stream of income.
mm,
Okay, those types of conversations we can have as well, because we have our business, but we've actually helped over, I don't know what the number is now, like over 75 different people also
mm,
start their own little, home-based franchises, their own health, wellness, lifestyle business as well. So we can add
mm.
value to people in multiple different ways, whether it's on the product side of things or even on the finance side of things, creating another stream of income.
Awesome. And I like the word home based because so now we're transitioning from you being the counselor one-on-one to actually you helping somebody build this. Because, health and wellness is a massive zillion-dollar arena, right? Everybody needs to be healthy. There's 8 billion people in the world and, continues to grow. And health is life. And
Yeah.
so it's a massive arena for business. And we can see that everywhere we look on TV, anyway, billboards, there's everything about us living longer and being healthy. So then tell me about the home-based, you mentioned home-based franchise. Tell me about how that works.
Yeah. So, like, if someone, let's say, Mama Rose, you and I ran into each other, either we were reconnecting or maybe we bumped into each other in the park or something, we'd have a conversation, maybe identify, oh, Mama Rose has a gap. Maybe she's working. I know you have your own business, but let's just say maybe she's working her job and she's doing great. She's killing it there, but they want to add another stream of income into their family. It's like,
Mhm,
okay, great. Well, let me share with you, like, let's see if you connect on like what we might share. I don't know. My husband and I, we call it like our four values, like the four main pillars that we build everything around. And if someone connects with really those four value pillars, and then okay, let's have a deeper conversation and see if like maybe helping you open up your own home-based franchise makes sense. And if someone's interested in that and like we feel like it would be like a good mutual values fit, then we'll walk someone through what we call, our education process. So yeah,
mhm.
and then really just the purpose of that is to determine fit. Like, would this be a fruitful partnership? Can we help this person succeed? Do we look at different things like, does this person have the motivation to succeed? Do they have the initiative? Do they have the drive? Do they have what we call like someone's why? Do they have a desire to really win and succeed? Because, you're an entrepreneur and like I know you've built many different businesses throughout your life. Like, it doesn't like it's not, fall off your chair and create, another stream of income. It takes work, it takes intention. So those are different things that we look for in people. Do they have a history of winning? That type of stuff.
Yeah. And of course is the arena of health and wellness, which is massive. It's more,
Totally.
more
Yeah.
than
Multi-billion dollar industries. And like I I mean, I don't know the exact stat, but I think it's well over 30%. We're in the States, so well over 30% of, American citizens are, overweight or obese. And like no judgment on that, but that just shows you how large of a market there is
yeah.
for helping people live optimal lives with optimal health.
Yeah, and it's not just being overweight or obese, it's also like you were in sports nutrition, all the literally sports nutrition is massive. I'm not talking NBA professional players. I'm talking kids who play soccer in elementary school, all right? So, what do they need to eat to stay healthy? They need stamina, like, all of that goes in from the day we are born till the
Yeah.
day we die at age 200, like me.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so true. I mean, kids are getting now they're getting paid to play like not professional athletics, but college athletics, which starts whenever they're, in high school and junior high and optimizing nutrition there, optimizing recovery, making sure, your body's getting what it needs to prevent injury. Because that's
Yes.
really what ends up taking most people out in professional sports is injury, and nutrition can actually play a super key role in that.
Yeah. So, it's I'm so happy for you and Manny. I'm so happy that all that money is gonna stay in my family. Keep on keeping on. Okay, keep up the good work. And so for my listeners, let's connect with Molly. So Molly, how can people connect with you? Should they come to me and I connect them with you, or how should we connect them to you?
That's a great question. Yeah, I think if they want to reach out to you, Mama Rose, and that would be a great starting point, and we can go from there and see if someone is interested in how to live optimally, like um, if they're interested in trying to figure out what supplements are right for me. Should I be taking a multivitamin? Am I getting enough protein? Do I
Mhm.
need a protein supplement? If those are types of questions, they can reach out to you, and yeah, and we can, sort through them and, forward them to me, and
Yeah.
yeah, we can figure out what makes a good fit for people.
Right. Awesome. And so everyone, I know time is always a thing we worry about. Okay. So this was a quick conversation. Again, thank you so much, Molly, for being here. Thanks for sharing your information with us. I am personally, again, grateful to you for all that you do, all you've done for my son and for me and for everybody in the family. Just that nutritional expertise that you have, that you brought, value to us, dietetics, what not to eat. For me, particularly as I age, I know you talked about the right kind of food for people as people get older, their diets should actually change. But how we're used to eating pounded yam, fufu, as a 10-year-old, 20-year-old, and at 50, 55, 60, we're still eating the same thing. So that all has to change as we age because different ages, different metabolism. I'm a good student, Molly.
I know you are, Mama Rose. You're
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
You're
So my listeners, please, let's connect with Molly. Whether it is that you want to be healthier, get one-on-one counseling on how to live a healthier life, or one-on-one counseling on how to, lose weight, whatever it is that you need. Um, and I know that as you get healthier, you could live longer. So if you want to live longer, for me, I know she didn't say that, but if you want to live longer, let's connect with Molly, right? And if you want to do the business of food, of nutritional, what did you call it? Holistic, holistic nutrition,
wellness. Yeah. Yeah.
holistic health span wellness. Okay. If you want to do the business, which is a basically massive playing field, like there's lots of money in the health business. Again, let's connect with her. If you can do it as a side gig and make side income and all of that. Thank you. God bless you, Molly. So, last words. What else? Is there anything you have not said that you want to say to my people?
Yeah, but just say thank you so much for having me, Mama Rose. This was awesome. I'm so glad we could do this. And yeah, love having conversations with you. And I appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you having me on here and asking great questions.
Awesome. God bless you. Again, everybody, my daughter-in-law from the United States of America, Molly Joshua. God bless you.
Bye,
Thank you
y'all.
so much for being here. Have a good day, everyone.